Hi guys, welcome to Film Companion South. I am Vishal Menon and today I'm going to be reviewing Anwar Rasheed's new film Trance. Trance, written by Vincent Vadakkan, begins by referring Robert Zemeckis' sci-fi drama Contact. Among other things, the 1997 film explored the point of contact not just between man and extraterrestrial life forms, but also between science and faith. Trance 2 invests itself heavily on this intersection. Let's say it deals with two kinds of drugs, the first being the psychotropic sort, both legal and illegal, with the other being religion. If the first is being developed by scientists in labs, Trance shows us how religion too can be manufactured not at temples or churches as one might think, but at five-star hotel lobbies with a we mean business attitude you'd associate with a startup pitch or a job interview. Trance is at its strongest when it deals with the topic of religion and one of its many byproducts, Godman. So when the film takes us into a job interview being conducted by a corporate big shot named Solomon, the position he's looking to fill is that of a miracle worker. And the interviewee is Viju Prasad, a failed motivational speaker who has little to live for and no real morals to live against. An atheist whose room is adorned with graffiti of Mother Teresa, Viju has depression after the suicide of his lone family member. But when this job offer presents itself, Viju forgets his atheism. He also forgets how he had failed to motivate even himself. Call it divine intervention, but it's at this point that he realizes that the one ingredient that was missing in his Viju's juice for success was a dash or two of the Holy Spirit. Viju's transformation from man to God-man is among the film's best stretches, making for an incredibly satisfying first half. He soon gets a rebirth of sorts when he's strategically renamed Pastor Joshua Carlton, or JC, with a halo-like bright white light engulfing this face accompanied by powerful a cappella hymns. JC also gets an effective coach in Avrachan, who not only teaches him the verses of the Bible, but also the showmanship and the tricks it takes to sell the power of God to those who need it. Like in gangster cinema, what we are seeing here are the different stages of the anti-hero, driven by materialism and a broken moral compass. But Trance is never satisfied with merely being an expose showing us the seedy workings of a mega evangelical corporation. Apart from the external, it also tries to take you deep into the inner workings of a mind that has never received the care it needed. This is where the film simultaneously gives us a commentary on the ill effects of psychiatric medication and what it can do to a person. Trance is about a bunch of people selling the drug of religion while being addicts of another kind themselves. It is here that we find the film starting to wobble, lacking the clarity it had possessed until then. By this point, the world of the film too has changed from the light, brightly lit rooms of gods and churches to that of darker and more vivid colors in sync with JC's mind. It would take future viewings to really understand the many shifts the film makes here in terms of both theme and tone, but it quickly becomes confounding to keep a track of it all. The questions that come to mind are many. For starters, what really is the incident that brings about this ethical dilemma in JC? Was it just a freak accident after a head injury, or was it genuinely the result of karma catching up? Does he ever stop taking the medications, or does he continue to always take them? This inconsistency is again the issue one finds with Esther, the character played by Nazriya. At a deeper level, one understands how she's the angel to JC's Christ, especially after what seems like a resurrection. But in the screenplay, one struggles to understand her purpose apart from merely being a love interest. A subplot involving a worried father and the pastor he blindly trusts is great too, but again only on paper, with how it ends being extremely predictable. But these seem tolerable in what is easily one of the most deliciously made films in recent Malayalam cinema. What Trance is going for is extremely ambitious, but this is complemented brilliantly by every department, right from Amal Neerad's cinematography to Russell Pukuti's sound design, the costumes by Mazhar Hamza, art direction by Ajayan Chalisheri, and the stunning score by Sushin Shyam and Jackson Vijayan. Performances too are just as good, especially that of Fahadh, who captures the many shades that fall between the mind of a man who's as much God as he is the devil to others. Also watch out for a brilliant reinvention of The Godfather's climactic intercut. Trance is far from perfect, but it's bold like few films are, not just in terms of what it uncovers, but for the sheer audacity to even attempt a film like this. That's it for my review of this week's film Trance. If you like this video, please hit like and subscribe to Film Companion Sound.